still searching for you. You know that, right? Now you are not alone. My sister's life is connected with yours, and you both are my life. Tianga, I still remember that night. We three of us were out and celebrating Jimin's birthday. A normal, beautiful night, and three boys are sitting on the bonnet of a jeep with marks on their faces. One of them has a cake in his hand, which is sitting in the middle. Jimin, you both really want me to cut this cake? Come on, guys, we are not college teenagers. We are successful businessmen. He is sitting in the middle holding a cake. Jungkook, Hyung, I bought this cake for you with so much love. You have to cut it. Tyonga, yes, and we will sing happy birthday song. They both start laughing and give a high five. They cut the cake together like every year. They celebrated each other's birthdays together. Jimin, you didn't bring soju? Jungkook, I bought this cake, Tyonga, and I bought these candles. Jungkook, Hyung, you are the one who didn't bring anything, so go and get some soju, he said while pushing him off the bonnet. Jimin, but I am a birthday boy, so Tyonga, we are not college teenagers. He mimicked him. Jimin, I will bring only one bottle for myself, he said as he walked towards the shop that is on the other side of the street. Tyonga, yeah, wait, where are your marks? Jimin stared at him and gestured him to shut his mouth. Tyonga, Jungkook, why is it taking so long for him to come? Did he start drinking alone? He said while laughing. Tyonga, that's why I told him to wear his marks. Someone must have recognized him. They are very big businessmen, and roaming in public place means gathering of people. Jungkook, let's go find him. Now, Tyonga and Jungkook were looking for Jimin separately when they didn't find him in the store. Jungkook was looking for him, but he stopped when he stepped on something. Jungkook, that's Jimin Hyung's watch, he said as he picked it up. Then he looked forward, looking at the view in front of his eyes. A man was standing in front of him, but his back was on his side, and Jimin was on his knees in front of that man, and the two men were holding him forcefully to stay on his knees. Dropping from his face, Jungkook's grip tightened around the watch. He was about to step into the street, but Tyonga pulled him back. Tyonga, there. We have to think before doing anything. We have to save Jimin. Jungkook, mafia my foot, he said while treating his teeth and stepped inside. Tyonga, when you have made friends like them, then you will have to fulfill your friendship in any situation, he said and stepped inside too. As soon as Jungkook entered, the two men pointed at him, but in a blink they fall down. Jungkook twisted their hands and pulled their Mafia, I'm impressed with the way you fight back with my men. But may I know who are you and why are you putting your life in my business? Now there are only two bodyguards who were holding Jimin. Jungkook walked and stood in front of him and stared gaze into his eyes while gritting his teeth. Tyonga walked past by them and pushed those men and helped Jimin to stand. Mafia, hold on me guess, he is your friend whom you came to save from me, but there is a bad news for you, my young boys. He saw me that. Now you too saw me him, so you all have to. He started laughing, Jungkook blankly looking at him. Mafia, hold them, he said to his men. They walked to hold Tyonga and Jimin, but they fall on the ground. Jungkook, for the 5 minutes you were only talking about yourself non-stop. But for once, if you try to know about me, then it wouldn't have been your last night. You know what? You are living happily until you step into my zone. Touching my hyung is your last mistake. As soon as Jungkook said that, the mafia tried to pull his from his back, but Jungkook him in the middle of his. Now how can he the mafia so easily? Sitting on a powerful seat with a in your hand does not make you a king. For that you need power, but inside you. Kyunga, yes, auntie, we all are together. We will back soon from our vacation. How long we are going to lie to our families? Jimin, until these activities calm down. Kyunga, wow, now you are talking like a mafia, activities and all. He said in a funny way. Jimin, it's because we are mafia. Thanks to him, he said while staring at Jungkook. Jungkook, don't start it again here. We are not the mafia and I made it clear. I am not interested in it. Sugar, but they want you to be their king. J-Hope, yes. After all, you him, so the mafia king position is yours now. RM, why are we discussing this? Sugar, he believes it or not, he has entered in this world. He wants to live a normal life, he can live. But now his name will remain in the underground world. No one knows him by his face, but his name Jeon, his name has made a place. Jimin, if you don't control your anger, you will put yourself in a danger again, Jungkook. Control your anger? What exactly did you want? You wanted me to stand quietly that night and watch you. Jimin, Kyunga, talk to him, otherwise I may lose my control, he said while walking towards the couch. Kyunga, Jungkook, Jimin is right. If they find out that activities are going on the farmhouse, they will again try to reach you like before, and now you do not live alone. You know that, right? Jungkook, I get it, he shouted while getting up. Everything is my fault. Are you both happy now? He took his coat and went out. Jungkook entered the home while removing his tie. He walked towards the living room and sat down on the floor while resting his back on the couch. His eyes are holding so much pain. He loves you so badly, and because of your ignorance, he is losing control. His arrogant and cold side was only melted because of your shy and calm side. But now everything is coming out because of your silent treatment. He looked at the kitchen counter where his food already placed by you. Jungkook, am I really that bad? Did I really hurt you so much that you don't want to come in front of my eyes, love? I can't tell you why I left you alone that day. What if you don't like this dark side of mine and start hating me for it? Tears began to flow from his eyes. You, why are you crying, love? Jungkook look into your eyes. His eyes look as if he hasn't slept for years. Jungkook, I need you, please. You, I'm here with you. Stop crying, okay? You wipe his face with your hand. Jungkook, can't you forgive me, please? It's hard to handle. You are crying because we are not talking. Did I make you this much weak? Jungkook, no, no, love, he said while holding her hand and pulling you over his. You can't make me weak, you are my strength. It's me who is weak without you. He looked down. He's sniffing. You wipe his face again because his nose is running. Then you hold his chin and make you look into your eyes. You, who is your everything? He blinked once, then he understand. What are you saying? Jungkook, you. You would pay more attention to someone than me? Jungkook, neither I have give nor I will give. Love, he is breathing normally because now you are in his arms. You, 1, 2, 3, 4. You start counting on your finger. Jungkook, what? Jungkook, I will protect you. Love, no one can harm you. He said, pressing you with his thumb. You, and I will protect you too. Jungkook, you will protect me from who, love? You, girl's eyes. Jungkook laughed loudly and rested his head on the couch head. But then suddenly he stopped laughing and looked at you. Jungkook, see, my happiness lives in you. You, I'm sorry for being blind in my anger. Jungkook, Mrs. Jeon Jungkook, you are complaining too much. You, no, I'm not. You start rubbing your finger on his coat collar. If they saw these marks, they again will ask about baby. Jungkook, don't worry about them. But Jungkook, if you're going to be sad like this, then don't blame me if I do something during a family dinner. He shook your head, Jungkook. Alright, let's go, he said. Will and waiting for you to him back, but you were looking down and lost in your own thoughts. So he stood up in anger, because of which you also had to stand, because you were sitting on his. Jungkook, what is the problem, huh? He raised his voice. I am going because of you. From the tomorrow he was saying she invited us, and because of that, because she is dad's sister. You finished because of sudden shout and hit his sign and wrapped his hand around your and pull you closer. Jungkook, I'm sorry, love, but if you're going to be sad like this, then what should I do then? I'm not sad, leave it, let's go, everyone is waiting for us. And Aunt invite us with so much love, then we should go on time, right? Jungkook in mind, I hope she doesn't do anything that will make me angry. You and Jungkook walked in while holding hands. You smile as you see Somi approaching you. Somi is Aunt's daughter who is 8 months pregnant. She came and hugged you. She likes you a lot. Somi, finally the power couple come. You smile at her. But Jungkook has no expression on his face. You notice it. So you tighten your grip on his hand. Jungkook, Somi. It's okay. Uppa will never change. If he ever came to my house without this icy expression, it would be difficult to recognize him. You both laugh. And when he sees you laughing, he also smiles a little. You three walk towards the living room where everyone already seated. Jungkook's parents, Sumi's husband, and Jungkook's uncle aunt. Aunt, you are late, YN, and here we go again. She always taunt you on small things. She always asks you about baby because Sumi is pregnant. So she tried to insult you. She wanted Sumi's and Jungkook married, but Mrs. John Kelly said no because of Mrs. Park, your mom. Last time she blamed you and tried to insult you by saying that even Sumi are pregnant. Now why can't you, since you got married before her? You smiled. Actually, Jungkook cut you off. Jungkook, I was driving the car. Talk to me. He said this as he walked towards the couch holding your hand and said, while throwing the car keys on the table. Aunt, ho Jungkook, I'm just kidding. Son, don't be angry, she said while laughing. Uncle, come on gentlemen, Jungkook has arrived, so let's gather near the pool and let these women talk. All of the men went to the pool area. Jungkook also got up, but you were holding his hand. So he looked at you, then he looked at his aunt. Jungkook, if a single drop of tear fall down from her eyes like last time, then I will not see the age and the relationship, he said and went out, leaving a pin drop silence in the living room. All women sitting and talking. Your mom was also here. Mrs. John called her because she was getting bored. So your mom came to give company to her best friend. Mrs. John doesn't like to talk with Jungkook's aunt since she noticed that Jungkook's aunt doesn't treat you well. You were having fun with Somi and you were both doing online shopping for her baby. Jungkook came many times just to see you, but you didn't notice him. Aunt, Somi, go join boys because we all going to prepare dinner for everyone and I don't want you to be bored alone. Somi, no mom, I will help you all in the kitchen. Aunt, no, you should rest, right YN? It's not good for a woman to work, right? You, Aunt is correct, you should take a break, Somi. Aunt, look at her, she isn't pregnant yet, but look, still she knows that women should rest. Somi, mom, you don't have to mention it. She looked at her with turned look. Aunt, what? Come on, I am talking in journal. It's not that I am saying it on purpose, right, YN? Mrs. John, oh Jungkook. Aunt's face color faded as Mrs. John said this. Aunt turned her face, but there is no one. Mrs. John, oh, its curtain and I thought it was a Jungkook. Mrs. Park. Hello Jungkook, all of you came now in the dinner area because Ryan had made dinner for everyone. Now we will all have dinner together. She called Jungkook and informed him after you made everyone dinner. Aunt, we all are here. Why did you mention only your daughter name? Because you want your daughter to shine in everyone's eyes? You were not here because you were outside and putting the dinner on the table. There is only Aunt, Mrs. John and your mom. Mrs. Park, first of all, my Vian did all the dishes by herself and you and I just helped her, understand? She said calmly, seeing her already burning. Mrs. John, she told you first thing, so let me tell you second thing. So the second thing is my daughter-in-law is a star. She doesn't need to do anything to shine in front of someone's eyes. She is a star and has her own shine. They both left with a satisfied smile on their faces. You, Aunt, let's go. Everyone is waiting for you. You said as you came in and removed your apron. She looked at you with her redneck eyes and tightly gripped your hand. You, my hand, you look at her. Aunt, what do you think of yourself? You stole my daughter's happiness. You stole his Jungkook away from her. You, what nonsense. And leave my hand. I respect you because of that. Don't force me to cross my limits. Aunt, cross your limits? Do you have power to do anything? You don't even capable to give up to Jungkook and see my daughter is after the marriage and you can't even able to give up to him. You never make him happy. If he had married to my daughter till now, he would be a father. She jerked your hand and picked up the bowl and left from there. You placed your hand on your mouth to hide the sound coming out from your mouth. Tears streamed down your cheeks. It's not like that you are weak, but what hurts you that Jungkook isn't happy with you, is it? Then your gaze is drawn to a person standing on the corner and you quickly wipe your tears and put a smile on your face. You, I was coming, why did you? He came inside and grabbed your hand and drag you out. You, no Jungkook, please don't, let's talk please. Jungkook, no. Today she will pay for this. I already clearly told her. As soon as you two came, everyone noticed you. Then Jungkook leaves your hand and walks towards his aunt who is standing there with holding a bowl. He jerked her hand and the bowl fell down on the ground from her hand, which made everyone stand in a shock. Jungkook, you don't understand easy language, don't you? Baby, he stepped close to her. How will be your grandchild future when his and her father is jobless? He smirked and Aunt's eyes went in shocked. On the other hand, everyone is shocked, but not too much because everyone little did know that she again did something with you. That's why Jungkook is angry. Aunt, Jungkook, what? Jungkook cut her off. Jungkook, this is nothing. He stepped back. I can be more just because of her. He pointed his finger at you who is standing behind him. Don't enter into my zone, Aunt. It will harm you and your entire family. You hold his hand. You, Jungkook, chill, Aunt, please. He looked at you, but then he looked down because he knew if you looked into his eyes, he would cry because he looked dangerous in anger. He took your hand in his. Jungkook, sorry dad, he said and went out from there while dragging you with him. So are you happy now, Mom? What if Oppa really fired Jungkook from job? She shouted while crying and held her husband's hand, and she also went out. Mrs. Park, my husband is not here. Will you hold my hand? She said dramatically to Mrs. John. They both hold hands and went out from there. Aunt, Uppa, she looked at Jungkook's dad. Mr. John, I could have stopped him, but if someone did this to my wife, I would have done the same. He placed her hand on her head and also went out, leaving her all alone. Jungkook is on the bed with his laptop. After completing his nightly routine, you came out of the restroom. He looked at you, and when you notice his gaze on you, put a smile on your face and smile little. He knows you are sad, but he didn't ask because you are acting fine. You came out and sat on your side. Jungkook, you stop because you're feeling nervous, Jungkook. What? Keep talking, love. I'm listening. He said we're typing you. I mean, don't from now on. You were speaking while taking a pause in each word because of nervousness. Jungkook, not use it what? Speak clearly, love. You were irritated because he wasn't looking at you and you wanted him to understand your broken language. You look at me and put this laptop aside. He got shocked and put his laptop on the side table and sat straight facing you. You were looking at him angrily. Jungkook, so you were really ready? But I never said I wasn't ready. You look into his eyes. Jungkook, so you are saying this all happened because of my overthinking? I didn't say anything, but yeah, we can say that. You start laughing. I thought you were going to say something serious, Jungkook. So this is serious matter. It is very serious for me. I can't share my love with anyone. I want your full attention, your full love. You were smiling, looking at him and thinking that people used to call him cold, but inside he is so innocent. Okay, stop thinking like a baby, Jungkook. Okay, as you say, my love, he said as he, Now I will behave like a Jimin. Wow, this is new since you married Ryan. I see your new side on a daily basis. Till now, the one who loved the business trip so much is now turning red and yellow with anger because he has to go on business trip. For a week, he is laughing hard at Jungkook. Jungkook, it's not funny, Young. Don't laugh in front of me like this. I care more about Ryan than myself. She will be sad. Jimin, so who's telling you to leave her alone? Jungkook, Chincha, I can take her with me. He asks, being all happy. Jimin, not at all. I mean, leave her at mom's home. He smirked. Tionga, what are you two arguing about? Both of our voice is coming out in the corridor, he said as he entered the office. Jungkook, you know Tionga Hyung, today I come to know that since the childhood we read one word wrong. He said to Tionga while staring at Jimin. Tionga, what? Jungkook, villain is not the right word. Insist we should use Jimin. Jungkook was packing his stuff and you were sitting on the bed while pouting after arguing with him 2 hours. Jungkook, baby, where is my black shirt? You, find it yourself, don't ask me anything. He signed because on his every question you are giving this type of answers. You got up from the bed and went out from the room while staring at him. Jungkook, now this is not a less than a battle. He came down after you. He took a deep breath before going towards you. You were sitting on the dinner table while eating something. He came and sat next to you, turning your chair towards him. Jungkook, love, I can't take you with me. Try to understand. You turn your face to other side, so he kept your face and make you look at him. Jungkook, princess, I'm going just for a week. You, just? Jungkook, baby, my schedule was very busy. My meetings are continuously. What should be the use if I take you with me and can't even give you the time? It would be better if you stay with your mom for a few days. And how will I go if you are going to angry with me like this? It's so hard to go away and you make it more difficult for me. He said in a sad tone. You, fine, you said in a tiny voice, very pouting. He finally signed in relief and got up and picked you up and walked towards the couch. He said, will you were on his Jungkook, would my love like to go on dinner date with me? Tomorrow is our last night before leaving, so let's just have fun. You date? He knew. I'm so excited. Jungkook, sometimes it's easy to make you smile, he said as he brushed his nose with yours. You were putting breakfast on the table when you heard Jungkook calling your name as he walked down the stairs. He's wearing his black pants and for 2 seconds you just got lost in his perfect. Jungkook, love, where is my all clothes? My white shirt is missing. You just pack your clothes, Mr. Jeong, being all happy last night for your trip. You said as you walked into the kitchen to take dishes. Jungkook, happy? Seriously, love? You think I'm happy to be away from you for a week? You, of course you are, you shout from inside the kitchen. Jungkook shook his head and went upstairs mumbling. Jungkook, she has massive control over me. The way her sweet word effort the same as his tone did. In just few seconds she spoiled my mood. Wow. You both having your breakfast, Jungkook, love. You remember now about our today's dinner? I will wait for you in the restaurant, okay? You. I will not come. Jungkook, why am you? I'm joking. You don't have to take my name like that. You look at him with your angry pout. He got up and Jungkook, I will wait for you, okay? He said while wearing his coat. Jungkook, so you're saying you can handle me? He asked, raising an eyebrow. You nod your head without thinking about it. He moved close, causing you to bump into the table. He grabs you by your waist. Jungkook, you don't know, but you are so nosy, my love. These bumpy eyes of yours brought this man insane whenever he looked into them. Your cheeks begin to heat up. Now it's difficult to make eye contact with him in because you are weak, so weak under him, and you don't know that. You are getting late, continuously smiling, seeing you watching. Every his face goes cold, and plays are soft, making you crunch his coat. Jungkook, see you again. He winked at you and went out with smiling. He was sitting in the bedroom after preparing dinner for both of you and waiting for your husband to come, totally forgetting that he is waiting for you. The twisting sound of the doorknob brings a smile on your face, and you get up from the couch and wait for your Jungkook to come in, tired but smiling. However, as soon as you saw him, your expression changed. When he walked in and saw you in the living room, he walked towards you, full of anger. You, Jungkook, you said as you walked near him. Jungkook, you. He is breathing his teeth out of anger, but he closed his eyes and taking his word back and took a deep breath. He controlled his anger, knowing you are soft-hearted and you will cry if he yell at you. So he went upstairs without saying anything. You, what is this? What happened to him? You mumbled as you also went behind him. You walked in and saw him standing near the bed while resting his both hands on his vest. His back is facing you. You walked near him and from behind while wrapping your hand around his. He looked at your hand wrapping around his. He removed his tie little aggressively and threw it on the floor. Jungkook, leave. I have to go to the washroom, he said in low yet deep voice. You know, first tell me what happened. He hold your hand and pull you in front of him. Jungkook, why didn't you text me when you don't want to come? I would have cancelled the date and come home early to spend time with you. As soon as he said, the realization hit you hard and you slapped yourself mentally, knowing that you forgot about your date. Jungkook, I waited for you 3 hours. I tried to call you, but my phone was dead. Say something now, I am. I was angry. Yeah, that's why I did. You lie for no reason. He was sleeping peacefully, but then Jungkook turned you around towards him and pulled your head over his. He placed her on your head. You wrap your hand around him in your sleep. Jungkook, I'm sorry because of my stupid anger. My baby slept without eating dinner. I go quickly and make something. Then I came and wake you up. Okay, my princess? He went down in the kitchen. Jungkook, she made dinner? Wait, did she forget about the date? He said when he saw the pot full of food. Ah, this girl, so she lied to me. But why? Now she will tell me only. He prepared the food plate and went upstairs. Jungkook, this is our dinner which you prepared. Your eyes went and you sat up straight. He smiled as he noticed your nervousness. He placed the plate in the center and placed a food piece in front of your mouth. Jungkook, why did my love lie to me? He asked. You took a piece and started eating. I was afraid that you will get mad that I forget about the date. You said while eating with your pouty lips. Standing, you holding Jungkook's coat with both your hands. He's keeping your face and wiping away the tears that are streaming down from your eyes. Jungkook, eat your own meals on time. You know, I will call you every day. Just pick up my own calls, okay? You know, again, you were looking down. He adjusts your his head to properly cover your face because there is a meteor too. Then he forehead one the last time before going in. Jungkook, take care of you. Yes, 1 week has passed, but Jungkook hasn't returned because he has some another important work to complete. He called you the day he was supposed to return. You were so excited and asked, when should I come to airport? You didn't cry, but he did when he told you it would take 4 more days. That's the day you both talked on the phone all night and fall asleep. He's very strong, but when it came to you, he's the weakest person on this planet. Same height. So think before make it fun of it. You said this as you walked down the stairs, making everyone laugh. And about his call, so there are only 2 days left, and I don't want anyone's turn to slip and reveal the surprise in front of him. I want to see his face when he hears the news. Mrs. John, about baby, he nodded with little redness appears on your cheeks, and yes, you are 2 weeks pregnant. You find about it after he left. Jimin, you don't want us to pick up his calls, but let me tell you, he doesn't call us at all. He said with a poker face, Mrs. John. He is only calling me twice since he left. Jimin, he has called me once, and that too about a meeting, Mrs. Park. How many times he has called you? He asked, looking at you. 8 or 9? Jimin, not bad. 8 calls in 1 week. You know, in a day. You press your lips together as nervously when everyone looked at you in shock. Mrs. Park, still you want to do this? When he called you so many times, don't make him worry like this. Mrs. John, my Jingo, just relax, okay? Just for 2 days, then no one is stopping him for loving his wife. Everyone start laughing. 2 days later, you are in your house. The decorations are done with light color balloons. Everyone is here, and you are putting candy in cake, which is written "Welcome back, Dad." Jungkook can arrive at any time. You all are very happy and you're preparing for surprise, but you have no idea how difficult these 2 days have been for him. No one is answering his call. He has no idea what is going on here. He is having the worst thought. You still have no idea how important you are to him, and you don't even realize what you did. Mrs. John, I'm so happy to be a grandmother soon. I can't wait to share this wonderful news with Jungkook. Jimin, I hope he will enjoy surprise as surprise. You, what do you mean, Papa? Jimin, we all know how much he loves you, and breaking your connection with him means giving him a meaning. Mrs. John, stop scaring my daughter, Jimin. Jimin in mind, I'm not scaring her, I just don't know why I am getting negative thoughts just because of Ryan. He is keeping them in basement and them daily because they give Ryan pain, and her pain hurts his heart, and Ryan doing the same. You are hurting him by not letting him know about you. Indirectly you are ringing the bell. You don't worry, Oppa, he will be fine. It's not a big deal, it's just a surprise for him. You checked your phone, there was 25 missed calls and 15 unseen messages from Jungkook. You, did anyone talk to Jungkook? You asked other, they all look at you. Mrs. John and Park, they are in kitchen and Jimin is near the dining table. Jimin, no, why? You, it's almost hour, he hasn't called me or texted me. Did he find out about the surprise? But how that possible? Jimin in mind, for John nothing is impossible. So what I am thinking is correct. He was pressured that he sent the men to check, and they informed him that everything was fine. That's why he suddenly stopped calling and texting. I don't know whether I should be scared or happy that he loves you this much. The doorbell rang and everyone had a smile on their faces, knowing who could be at the door. You dashed toward the door and you fixed your dress and hair before opening. You opened the door and saw Jungkook standing there, or should I say, Johnny standing there. Looking at his face, it looked like he hasn't slept for 2 nights. He hasn't closed his eyes even for a second. His eyes are dry red. His veins are popping out. This is the first time you are not able to read his face. He has no expression on his face. At the same time, he has so many mixed expressions. His eyes were looking at you from head to toe. Your heart dropped down on the ground seeing him like this for the first time. Automatically you step back when he stepped towards you while gazing at everyone. You thought when he would came after a week he would and ask you how you are, but he asked Jungkook, where is your phone? He asked looking at your phone in your hand. You hide your hand behind your back. Jungkook, where you were for last 2 days? He asked calmly, looking into your eyes. Your heart is racing. You home. He didn't say or do anything, but you are still shuddering. Jungkook, why didn't you pick up when I called? He stared into your eyes without blinking, making you shiver. I want to surprise. He cut you off. Jungkook, did you tell everyone not to answer my phone calls? You know why? He yelled at the top of his lungs, making everyone finish. Jimin about to walk towards you, but your mom hold his hand. Jimin, mom, leave my hand. He is angry right now. Mrs. Park looked into his eyes. He is not angry. He is hurt. I already said this plan is not good, knowing how serious he is about her. Jungkook, tell me why. He asked you again calmly. I want to. He cut you off. Jungkook, surprise. He laughed. You know, love you me from inside. He said in low, deep voice that break your heart into pieces. You look into his eyes. He had tears in his eyes. You shook your head and tried to speak, but he spoke again. The words you are hearing are just coming out because I'm seeing you right in front of my eyes, all fine. So it just start beating again. He settled it as he placed his hand on his. You tried to cap his cheeks, but he stood up and walked towards the stair, where he bounced and looked at the Jimin. Jungkook, she doesn't know, but you know, for the first time in my life, I was scared of my past. Jimin listened. He went upstairs without letting him speak. He was sitting quietly. You didn't expect this reaction from him. His words are roaming around your head that you, Mrs. June, I will talk to him. Wait, you, no, mom, I will clear this my own. You said as you got up and walked towards them, while trying to smile with your teary eyes. After some time, you decided to talk to him. You went upstairs holding your breath. You were shocked seeing the room condition. Everything was broken and Jungkook was sitting on the ground, leaning on the bed. Jungkook, she is fine. Please calm down, he said with his fist. He looked up when he heard a soft sniffing sound. I want to surprise you, but you are behaving like he cut you off. Jungkook, I am behaving like what? He asked in loud voice. You are like heaven to me, love, but you made me feel hell in 2 days. tears falling down. He's crying like a baby. He put his head on your shoulder and snuggled in your. He wrapped your hand around his waist. You both were eating breakfast together. He's not ignoring you or giving you silent treatment. His heart not no longer allowing him to do, knowing how badly you cried last time when he did. But he is not talking to you like before. He didn't ask you to rest your head on his last night, but you did. He didn't push you back. He ripped his hand like he was waiting for you to do. And now you both eating. He usually helped you to cut into pieces, but today he didn't. You were trying to cut into pieces, then a piece slipped out from the plate and some sauce went into your eyes. You, my eyes, Jungkook pulled your hand and dragged you towards the kitchen. And he rolled your back head and pulled down and began to wash your eyes gently with water. He kept your face. Jungkook, is it still burning, love? You were lost in face, your one scream, and he forgot that he is angry with you, that much he loves you. Jungkook, tell me, is it still burning? He asked you, rolling in your eyes. You put your hand over his and gave a sigh as tears rolled down from your eyes. He wiped your tears and walked towards the table. Jungkook, why didn't you ask me to cut? You always cut right by yourself. Today you asked me to today. No, because you were angry with me. Jungkook, inform him that we have to look after Mr. Kong's project and Jonga. Stop this nonsense. For the last 2 days, both of you are using me like a mailbox. Jimin, I'm not an immature person. Tell him to stop. I will stop too. Jonga, Jungkook, forgive him. Come on, we are brothers. Jungkook, please. Jungkook, no. He's only my wife's brother, not mine. Okay, I agree. No one can say no to her when she asks for something. But if he had told me that day that not receiving a call, it's a surprise planned by Varian, so I will not become that much tense. I acted like I don't know anything. Jimin, oh really? You want me to tell you surprise, huh? You want me to tell you that you both and now my little sister is congratulations. But she is planning to surprise you. Please act as if you don't know that you are going to be a father. He said it all at once, and then there was a quick drop silence for a second. Jungkook, He is looking at him, but no words are coming out of his mouth because his mind is processing each and every word Jimin has said. Jimin, what? Now act if you can. Hide your happiness if you can when she came in front of your eyes. He said, we're looking at him with fake anger. Kyonga, I think we should have a party. Jimin, yes, we were doing that. If this boy could control his anger. Jungkook, I mean that Jimin would. Regine. Oh, hello, Mr. John. She smiled. Suddenly, you, I know, but tell me first if anyone has applied for the assistant job. Regine. Yes, ma'am. You. Did Jungkook selected anyone? Regine. No, ma'am. Actually, Miss Yuna was on trial list. After 1 month, sir will decide if she will get the job or not. You make a office. I would like to apply. What is the procedure, Regine? I'm apologizing for not getting you, Mrs. Young. You laugh. I would like to apply for a job as an assistant. Is there enough form I need to fill out? She was taken aback as she why his boss wife wants to work for his own husband's company. You wave your hand in front of her. Regine, oh yeah, here is it. You must to fill it and then you get a sign from sir. She said we'll give you a form. Regine, Miss Yuna, she called out a woman who was passing by. Yuna, yes, Miss Regine. Regine, Mrs. You cut her off. You, hello, my name is Ryan and I'm applying for assistant position like you. Yuna, oh. She looked at you head to toe like she was judging you by your dress. Regine, please give a ma'am a copy of today's sir schedule. Oh, I mean, give it to me. She nervously smiled when she again called you ma'am. Yuna took a page from the file and placed it on the receptionist's desk and then left. Jungkook, I should call her and see if she has eaten anything. I should be more careful around her now. But what if she asks why I'm acting this way all of a sudden? He leaned his back in chair while looking up. Don't, Jungkook. You already drained her surprise once. Now don't drain her feeling. I know how excited my baby was to tell me that we are going to be parents. Jungkook, you must have completed me the way I never imagined. I don't even know how to express how important you are to me. It's impossible to breathe without you. I hope you will tell me about our baby soon because I'm not sure how long I will be able to hide my love and happiness. He heard a knock on the door. He looked at his watch. He knows that it was Yuna who was at the door with his afternoon schedule. Jungkook came in, he sat straight and began to check his file. Yuna, sir, here's your schedule, she said while holding a file in front of him. Jungkook was about to take it when another file appeared in front of his eyes. He found his eyes and looked up. You, sir, here's your schedule and here are my documents. Please check it. He's staring at you and taking good time to understand what is going on and what are you doing in his office at this time. Yuna, oh, so you must be wondering who is she. Let me tell you that she is Miss Ryan and she is also here for assistant trial. Jungkook, you, before he could say, you interrupt him. You, sir, please check your schedule, you said as you placed the file in front of him. He take it while looking at you. On the other hand, Yuna was make a angry face when he ignored her file and takes yours. Yuna, okay, Mr. Jeon, let's go, she said to you while elbowing you. Jungkook, Miss Yuna, I told you to do it, not her. You may leave. I have something to talk with Ryan. She smiled and turned to go out. Yuna in mind. Even Sun knows who deserves the respect. He addressed me as Miss Yuna and he called her only YN. She went out. You both looked at her until she left, then back to each other. Before you get even more angry, let me tell you, I'm here because I just want to spend more time with you. Jungkook, okay, with a cold expression on his face. Jungkook, please let me, okay? Chincha, you run to hug him but stop in middle when your eyes fall on his face. He got up, so you step back. Jungkook, on your first day, you try to your boss with this type of schedule. And why do you think my anger would go away just because you were around me? He has taken a step towards you, made you take another step back. Your husband is not wrong in any way, and your anger, so you love me, and it will go away when I'm around you, right? You said in a low and soft voice. Jungkook, at least you know this much about me that I love you so much, and your presence around me make my anger vanish. And hear your heart feel pain in deep in your heart. He was on his way to his cabin when he noticed you in the canteen with the other employees. Jungkook, are my babies hungry? He walked towards the canteen. Everyone stood up seeing his boss for the first time in the canteen. He approached you, your back facing him. You were standing holding a plate and thinking what to eat while looking at the dishes. He took a plate from your grip. He took some food on a plate and held your hand as he walked towards the table. He put a plate and made you sit, and then he sat in front of you. He looked around at the all employees who were still standing. Jungkook, there is no rule that you should eat while standing. On the other hand, you were slightly confused by his behavior. He was angry an hour ago, and now he was being so caring towards you. You are not angry with me. You are just acting, don't you, Jungkook? Who said that? He asked, looking at you, who already looking into his eyes. Your eyes. You know, Mr. John, what is doing here? He said as she walked towards the Hanji and Reva, a husband and wife sharing a snacks. Can't you see? Her eyes both pop out as she listened. You know, she is Mrs. John Jungkook, they know, and she owns 60% share in Park's company, they know again. conversation with the biggest CEO. He need a professional assistant like me, not her, who has never worked in any company before, she said as she was about to enter Jungkook's office, but she stopped when he heard your voice from inside the cabin. You, Jung, sir, what happened? Why did you say I made a mistake? You asked, Will nervously biting ear. Jungkook, yes, you messed up. None of the things you introduced are on time. You know, in mind, I knew they both are just pretending to be a perfect couple in front of others. Jungkook, to get my attention, you told that you will me before and after our meeting, but you have done nothing. You know, in mind, she can't make you even happy. Mr. John, I know what you want and deserve, and I'm ready to give you. Jungkook, let's go home. Today's meeting are done, he said as he stood up and put on his coat. He approached you and extended his hand for you to hold. You place your hand in his. He start walking and you are walking behind him, Jungkook. And I'm not angry with you. You don't have to be a bull. I love your shy side more. You lie. You whisper in a low voice. Jungkook, what do you want me to cook for you? What do you want to eat? He asked from inside the kitchen while looking at you. He can't tell you that he knows that you are, but he can't stop himself from being more protective and caring towards you, knowing that you are carrying a baby. You approached him with your teary eyes and stood up too close to him while holding his shirt near the vest with your both hands. You, why are you being so nice, You both look at each other. Stay angry with me, I will make it up for you. Don't be quick to forgive me. He grabs you by your vest and placed you on the counter and stood between your. His arm wrapped around your waist. Jungkook, okay then make it. You were looking at him with your big eyes. Your eyes were shining because of tears. He smiled and you, but I don't know how. I'm sorry, please forgive me. He kept your one side with one hand, you still holding your vest with other. Jungkook, no one can break my heart the way you did that day, but also no one can heal me the way you heal. Your cheeks from where a tear falls down. Love, what was the surprise you're going to give me? Can you please give it to me now? You, finally you call me love. You hug him and start crying. He start tapping your head. Jungkook, don't cry like this, baby. You pull back. You, I will tell you, but wait for my birthday. I will give you that surprise on my birthday. You wipe your face, Jungkook. Okay, as you wish, love. Jungkook in mind, that can wait for you, baby, because Appa loves Emo more. She come first.